Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Thank you for joining us today for the update on COVID-19 coronavirus. Commercial tenants are to receive COVID-19 respite, the Prime Minister announced last week. This was after a National Cabinet meeting where a code of conduct for commercial leasing has been approved by the premiers and chief ministers from all around Australia. The effect of this is that the state and territory governments will be introducing similar legislation to ensure that there is an Australian-wide approach to reducing some of the pain that SMEs are feeling relative to the impact of COVID-19 as it relates to their leasing of their commercial premises, irrespective of what form those commercial premises take. To qualify, a commercial tenant must have a turnover of less than $50 million and to have suffered a 30% reduction in business income when comparing comparable periods from 2019 through to 2020. In other words, the commercial tenant has to qualify under the new JobKeeper scheme that was passed by Parliament last Wednesday. What the government is looking for is that there will be a similar percentage reduction in the payment for leases of premises that the tenant has to make as to what the reduction in their business turnover has been. The government proposes that these reductions will be reflected in waivers, and the waivers will be worked out over the remaining period of the pandemic, and the deferrals will be able to be utilised by the tenant over the period of the lease or even a longer period. The government has introduced these changes for the next 6 months and possibly longer, depending on the period of exposure that we have in Australia to COVID-19. The Prime Minister said the code brings together a set of good faith leasing principles that landlords must not terminate the lease or draw on the tenant's security. Likewise, tenants are expected to honour the lease. You can find out more details as to how the commercial tenants respite will apply to qualifying tenants by visiting www.essbiztools.com.au and then go to Survival in Difficult Times, Learn More, where we've included some information on this decision of the National Cabinet. You're also invited to join us for a special webinar that we're presenting with a panel of experts on matters relative to commercial issues relating to small businesses and medium-sized enterprises. We think a cross-section of the average accounting firm in Australia's clients, which is to be presented this Friday, 17th of April at 12 noon AEST. It is our intention to then continue these events on a weekly basis, and you will be invited to attend them each week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, Peter at ESSBizTools.com.au. Have a great day. Goodbye.